Hey everyone, welcome to episode number 29 of the New Slang podcast. I'm Thomas Mooney. I'm your host. I'm a music journalist, music critic. I'm going to say music appreciator. Let's go with that. Here in Lubbock. And on episode 29, we catch up with Fort Worth singer-songwriter Jacob Furr. He was here in Lubbock last Thursday, and so I called him up and said, hey, you should be on the podcast when you're in town. And so that's what happened. After sound check, we sat there for about an hour just talking about all kinds of stuff. Jacob, he's one of my favorite songwriters. He released this new record called Madre last year, which that ended up being on my, I guess, like top 10-ish albums list for Lone Star Music. And we really don't even talk about the making of the record, even though I think it's a brilliant record. We ended up talking more about his time here in Lubbock, because I don't know if a lot of people know, he went to school here at Texas Tech for some years, I guess, I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that. And so we talk about the music scene of Lubbock back then and how it's changed so much, even just in such a short amount of time. And I don't know, he throws out some interesting little facts about some now famous musicians, or moderately famous, I guess. It's not like you could say Chris Stapleton went to school here at Tech or something like that. It's nothing that big, but it's some interesting little tidbits that he throws out. And so anyways, we talk about that time and how, the music that you listen to in your early 20s, late teens, it has such an effect on you as you age. And really, like, in a weird way, you honestly can sometimes not appreciate the music that you listen to at that time until you're older. I guess, like, the little nuances. It's one of those things where, like, for example, I guess, like, about a month ago, people were sharing their top 10 records that they listened to as teenagers. And, I think that a lot of people lied on those lists just because, nobody wants to admit that they were listening to a bunch of angsty bullshit. You want to be cooler than you actually were. And I mean, like, in 10 years, I'm sure people would be lying about what the records that they listen to as mid-20-year-olds or 30-year-olds or whatever the case is, just because that's just human nature. But anyways, we talked about, like, these records that, for example, like Bright Eyes. There's a lot of records that Bright Eyes put out when me and Jacob were around the same age. So around 2004, 3 through 7, Bright Eyes and, like, Ryan Adams and Elliott Smith and, like, the Shins, and I don't know, I could just go on forever. But all these, like, indie rock bands that we listen to. And it's strange now, like, I don't necessarily listen to those records all the time now, but when I do, like, there's these little things that I forgot about on the record, or things that I just didn't ever pick up that I pick up now. And I guess, like, one of the major bullet points of this conversation is the social media, and how, like, with technology, with the way, like, we don't speak in one-on-one settings anymore, how it's all through the filter of text message or email or Facebook, Twitter, what have you. All those little things have really kind of created a society that's almost tribal in a way. It's very much a mob mentality, and I don't want to go really into it right here, just because I'll just be rehashing the conversation with Jacob. But for example, I'll just put it this way: a lot of people they take criticism in very childish ways these days, and you just become a hater or a massive idiot just for having an opinion on something, rather than just, having an opinion, a respected opinion. I guess that's what I'm saying. So we talk a little bit about that, and we also go into a little bit about, this is connected, we go into the whole Josh Weathers thing, which, Josh Weathers, he played for President Trump at his inauguration. I guess that was, 2 weeks ago now. And there was a backlash to Josh Weathers playing for President Trump, which I think is in part understandable because of, Trump is just a polarizing figure these days. And so, anyways, it's kind of strange how, like, there was a backlash to Josh, and then there was a backlash to the backlash to Josh, and then there was like another backlash to that backlash to the original backlash. And I don't know, I think it's kind of I don't know, I think it's just kind of weird, interesting at least, maybe not weird, but anyways, we talk about all those little things on this episode. Okay, so I always just find it so weird how you have to talk about the conversation, which is just talking about talking. And so I'm going to go ahead and stop talking about the conversation with Josh and just get on to other little things about this week. On New Slang, now we have Kirby Brown, his newest EP, streaming on New Slang. It comes with a Q&A with Kirby about the making of this Out of Exile trilogy that he's put out. Or I guess he's only put out 2 of the 3, but you get the point. And then also Jacob just released a new music video for the song Madre from the CD release party or show at Magnolia Motor Lounge. I guess this was back when they did their CD release back in the fall. And so we do have that also on New Slang. And next week we'll have a few other cool things. We'll have like our mailbag that I've been working on. I know it probably should have been out back in January, and it's February 3rd now, so it's coming a little late. It'll probably be next week. I know it's whatever. So yeah, there's all that stuff on New Slang now. There'll be some really cool stuff on New Slang next week. And if you don't follow the New Slang podcast, go ahead and subscribe on iTunes now. Give us a review. And follow us on social media and stuff at _New Slang on Twitter. Go like us on Facebook at New Slang. And yeah, so here's our conversation with Jacob.
Well, hello, Tom.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on? Here we are at the Blue Light, all by ourselves.
Yeah, I know. Have you ever been here with this few amount of people in here?
The last time I played here, this many people were here by the time we were done playing our 3rd song. So.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I apologize for that.
No, it's okay. It happened. It was icy that night, so everybody left. Yeah.
Icy.
But yeah, so I've been here with this few people.
Yeah.
It's fun, though.
I guess like 3 or 4 years ago, Crooks played up here when it was snowing like the day before, the day of, the day after, like that kind of thing. And they still made it up here and played.
Yeah.
And there was probably, I would say maybe 15 people in here.
Oh my God.
And that's one of the most memorable
for sure.
shows I can remember.
Because everybody that was here wanted to be here, like we're dedicated to going to the show.
Yeah. And then after we went to their motel room and got drunk, and like they had like I can't even remember what it was, but it was like it had like an indoor swimming pool, a big
the hotel did.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so like,
never mind.
What was it?
Keep going. I don't know which one it is. I thought I did.
It's the one off Slide or not Slide, but like the Loop and like South Loop. kind
Oh,
of
I don't
area,
know
like
that
the
one.
Slide. It's kind of like by Slide and or maybe Quaker.
Okay.
Big atrium basically, and like I don't know if you know Joey, but like Joey, this was before he was drumming for them. He was super fan, but like good friends too. And he was just like, I'm going swimming. We just like went swimming and shit like that while it's snowing outside. Yeah,
You got to do it.
yeah.
It's fun. Why not? Yeah, the time we came up here and it iced, like, I think Guthrie Kennard was playing bass with us, and he was riding with some other people in another car, and their car, like, slid off the road or something on the way up here and nearly killed them all. They
Really?
got here, and they were all, like, visibly shaken, like, we really almost died on the way here.
Yeah.
So, and then I think Aaron, drummer, and I went up to Hoots Pub after that and played the next night, and the snow was like a foot or two deep up in Amarillo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And there was nobody there either. Like, everybody's like, forget this. We're not going out in the snow.
What's crazy is like they're, as strange as it sounds, Lubbock and Amarillo are not that far apart, but they get like their weather problems are drastically worse than ours.
Yeah.
Like they'll get way more snow. They'll get ice, more tornado kind of weather. Just I don't know
why.
what.
I mean, there's nothing in between the two that would like stop the weather from coming down here. It just kind of blows through there, I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm assuming
Whatever.
it's something like that. But yeah, they just get a whole lot worse weather. I'm kind of glad like we don't have.
Poor
But
Amarillo.
of course, here in Lubbock, I'm sure it's everywhere in Texas. Like the drivers who just can't drive.
Yeah, it's
in snow. Like I feel like there's only two kind of drivers in Lubbock when it comes to bad weather. It's the ones that go like 5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Or the ones that go 50.
Yeah.
And no in between.
That's like in Fort Worth. But like Fort Worth, there's never any snow. It's just like, oh, it rained and then it got really cold, so it might be icy, and so everybody just kind of loses their collective minds and just starts doing all sorts of things that they wouldn't do otherwise and that they know not to do, but they're still going to do it. You can just hear sirens all around. Like where I live at, I'm kind of surrounded by a bunch of the interstates, and it's just like every time it ices, it's just constant sirens 24 hours.
Yeah.
While it's still icy. It's just like, what is wrong with y'all?
Yeah. But you lived here, like, you know how there's virtually no drainage system.
No, yeah.
So when it does rain here, it floods for...
And I used to drive that Volkswagen bus when I lived up here, and it had rust holes in the front floorboard. So whenever it would rain and I go through those like drainage spots, it was like a stream that would just shoot up. It didn't like bubble through; it like shot up into the car and like hit the roof and came back down.
Jesus, I didn't.
Yeah, I had to warn people about it when they rode with me if it was raining. I was like, just put the floor mat over that hole and it'll keep the water from coming in too much.
Yeah, man, it's rough.
That was fun.
You know when they built Marshall Sharp Freeway, I don't think they anticipated this, but like the right by the stadium, like if it rains really bad, it floods.
Yeah,
and
it floods real bad over there.
Well, they don't know how. I guess they don't know. Like,
is it that they can't put drainage in, or they just didn't put drainage in? Because like
I
you
have
think
no
like
idea.
okay, it's real flat. Like maybe there's just nowhere for the water to go, and civil engineers are just like, sorry, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Like we can't, dig a reservoir under the city for all the rainwater to go into.
I'm assuming it has something to do with just like it rains only a handful of times of the year, so like it.
Just kind of deal with it.
Yeah, the cost wouldn't be.
Yeah, just deal with it when it happens.
Yeah,
but the problem is when it happens up here, it rains so hard. Like it doesn't just sprinkle, and it doesn't rain lightly. It just like pours for hours, and it's just
Well, and then people, it's like they don't understand that in that area you can't do that.
Yeah.
So you have to exit a couple of exits before that area on Marshall, and it's really only that one area.
Yeah.
And I know people are going to be really probably bored about this conversation.
It's all right.
But
it's like something that happens. It's things you need to know about Lubbock. That's what we're titling this section.
People would just continue to drive through it, and I don't know if it's because
People are the worst.
they don't understand. Like they think, oh shit, people are behind me. I can't just stop.
No.
Or if it's that, well, I've got the baddest fucking truck on the block, and I'm gonna make it through here.
I just don't see how people that live here don't anticipate that happening and find another way to go. Like they're driving, they're like, I can beat the rain.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's the thought. Like, I can get there. It hasn't rained that much yet. you know, like I can still get through that spot that I know floods every single time it rains.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
I don't know. It's
sorry to get on your podcast and talk about weather. I didn't.
Hey, weather's fun, I guess. That's what, like, I don't know. I always give. Okay, quick story. My grandmother, she obviously has Facebook, and she, I guess she had a friend on there who she had known through, like, you know, email chain kind of shit. So they were friends, and every once in a while they would just message back like, "It's got down to 27 in Iowa today," like wherever, like that kind of thing. And like I'd go over there and just be like, what do you do? Like, you're replying like what the weather is here? Yeah, this is what we do. It's like, really? Like, this is, oh my god.
It's important. Well, at some point you end up, that's the only thing you can talk about. You know, you're just like, nothing else is really going on. So, I mean, the weather's always happening. So it's always a conversation starter.
Yeah. It's typically for me, I think it's like a conversation ender.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just.
Then we've started well here.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it would just be if.
Yeah, that's like how you brush people off. You're just like, so that rained today, huh? And they're just like, oh, this guy doesn't want to talk to me right now. I get it, man. Like,
yeah.
It's a very like West Texas thing to do, like very polite, but also like, you know, like this is the end of the conversation.
Yeah. Well, I know like a lot of, obviously here it's wind. That wind, you know.
That wind. Yep. It's always blowing.
Mm-hmm.
Never stops.
I guess like it's not necessarily always the conversation in bars, but like what are the bar conversations that bother you the most?
That bother me the most?
Yeah, like you spend time in.
Yeah. The one that bothers me the absolute most is anybody like talking about themselves really, really loudly. Like that's the one that just makes me want to leave whatever place I'm in.
Yeah.
Like as soon, like even if the person's not even close to me, like if they're at the other end of the bar and I can just hear them talking about themselves as loud as possible, it's just like I can't handle this right now. I don't want to be in here.
Yeah.
I don't know why that bothers me so much, but just like, yeah. So that's number one on the list.
Is the well, what do you guys sound like? Is that like up there?
That's a good one. Yeah. I don't usually. We always get, what kind of music do you guys play?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's a good one. And then I just say, man, did you see the weather out there today?
Yeah. I always feel like the what kind of music do you play question is like there's no right answer.
No,
unless like
never.
Because you can be really, really broad and just say, oh, I play Americana or folk.
Yeah, but nobody knows
And
what
then-
Americana means.
Yeah, well, it's just, like,
the,
so damn
the minute
broad,
you say
but-
that, you become this like elitist that they just don't want to talk to anymore.
Yeah.
It's like,
Or you can say like this like very where you're using 10 descriptive words to describe it, and then like they're not really paying attention to that either.
yeah,
Honestly, I think like what it is they just want to know, do you play country music?
yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all they want to hear is
You
like,
don't
yeah,
say-
we're a country cover band, and they just go, oh, okay, cool, yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah,
Maybe rock and roll though.
yeah, but
Yeah.
even that, like, you'll say like rock and roll, and they'll be like, what kind? It's like, I don't know, man. Like, it's
Def
got
Leppard.
yeah, it's got
covers.
electric guitar and bass and drums in it. I've just started saying my kind of music when they ask, and it's really that really turns people off really quickly. So, but it gets the point across.
Yeah. Did you? I guess like a couple of weeks back, there was a Facebook thing where people were sharing like their 10 records that they listened to as in high school. Did you
yeah.
see any of
Yeah,
that?
I did it. I mean, I didn't do it, but I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was embarrassed to do it. So,
Well, I was talking with my mom about it, and she hadn't seen it before or seen it, and so I was telling her about it, and she was like, "Man, I want to. Wonder what your uncle would put." Like, I have obviously an uncle, and I said, well, he would probably like if you just asked him what his 10 favorite records are all time, it would still be that you can just put that as his the 10 records he listened to in high school because he's still listening to like the 80s, like just the 80s hair metal stuff.
just the same stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I find that so weird how like you would not ever
Like
develop-
listen to anything else.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know that that's so weird. Like I've started to think that about myself, that like nothing beyond a certain point can inspire me, like or like I can like get emotionally attached to anymore. And I've had a really big problem recently with like, is it because I'm getting older and I've just kind of like had that moment in time where it was like that was the moment where I was most open to music or to new music and to these emotions, and so that's all that will matter to me? Or is it because I've been playing music just long enough that it's become like I'm just bored with music because I hear it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really. I would defend your uncle and say it's kind of hard to listen to new music sometimes. Like I would be in his camp because
I do get that. Like in these last couple of years, I have felt that too. Is like, man, am I getting old? Just because like my example was turning it to, I can't think of what the damn station is on XM, but it's like 35, which is like the indie rock station.
Okay.
And then like most of the time I'm like, I don't know who this is.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is. Okay, I know who Beach House is, or like, oh, the Shins are still making music.
yeah, but even that, like I can't listen to any of it. Like I'll try to listen to like Beach House or like who are some of the other like indie bands that have come out.
See, there's a couple records that have come out this month that I've really liked.
Really?
But they're like bands that I used to like as well.
See, I think I'm at the point where I like the work from the musicians that were important to me back in the day, and like what are they doing now? That means more to me than like what's the new thing that anybody that people are telling me to listen to. And I don't know why. I think longevity is really important to me. So if somebody has been making music for a long time, I would rather listen to what they have to say because they've been doing it and they've been thinking about it and they've been thinking about life and all these kinds of things for a lot longer than the new kid on the block that just put out the first record.
Yeah.
That's like, well, I don't really like, let's see if you come out with 3 and then I'll, turn around and pay attention to you. So, but that's kind of, for the most part that works, but sometimes I kind of miss stuff because of that. Like, I didn't listen to John Fulbright at the very beginning because I was just like, oh god, Towns, yeah, great. He's got an acoustic guitar and he writes sad songs about himself. Awesome. Like,
yeah.
So do we all. Like that's all of us. So big whoop. But then it took me like 2 or 3 years. Then I finally listened to that record, that first one, and I was like, oh my god, what did I miss here? Like, how did I blow this off? So I don't know. I don't know that it's an exact science, but I definitely have a hard time listening to new music.
Yeah.
These days.
I mean, for me, I think it's more like the indie rock stuff that I have a hard time getting into new stuff.
Yeah.
Like I can still listen to a lot of, for lack of a better term, like the alt country, the folk guys.
Yeah.
Who are still like up and coming.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I'll invest in listening to their stuff a lot quicker than I will a new, I don't know, like the next Spoon or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Whoever that is.
I think we live in such a like one-hit wonder, 15 seconds of fame sort of society that it's like, oh, this is the band that paid the right publicist to put them up on everything, and so we should all listen to them now. And it's like,
yeah,
okay, well, let's see if they can like stick around past this like 2 days on Twitter that everybody's talking about. Because I mean, that's all I follow on like Twitter and all that kind of stuff is music blogs and stuff like that, just to see what's coming out. And so often you'll see the same person put up on all these different things, and it's like, oh, I think somebody's just trying to sell this to me. Like,
yeah,
I don't know if this is actually good. Like,
yeah.
I don't trust this.
Yeah. Like Ryan Adams, he's got like a new record coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, right. Like, but he's been doing stuff forever, so I'm like, yeah, I'll absolutely listen to that. Like, no doubt.
See,
and love it without. I don't have to hear it, and I know I'm going to love it.
See, like that first song that he released, it's very like rock and roll. It's
Which
like
one? Oh, the.
Do you still love me?
Yeah. That's right.
And the first time I listened to it, I was like, man, I do not like this. And then, just about maybe 2 weeks ago or something like that, I was going back through and listening to the new singles because he's released like 2, I guess, since then. Yeah. The last one was this one called like Doomsday.
Okay.
I think he released it last Friday.
Yeah, I think so. I saw that one. Yeah, I haven't listened to any of them yet though.
But I went back and I was like, holy shit, this is it. I don't know. It's a grower on me, I guess. This is good. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good with this. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's somebody that's been making music for a while. Like he doesn't have to come out. There's no pressure on him to make like the thing that's going to catch you right off the bat. Like he can just kind of make whatever he wants to. Mm-hmm. And because he's a mature musician, it might take you as the listener a while to get into it because you haven't been in the studio every day for the past 20 years doing stuff like. Yeah. So it takes a little while to kind of wrap your head around like what actually is going on here. But then once you do, you're like, oh man, this is such high quality and high level, writing and musicianship. Like this is not just easy stuff. Like this takes a minute to think about,
I think like the thing with him too is, I'm sure there's I'm trying to think of some other people who are similar, who I guess like they've really only been making. I guess like Adams has been making music since the mid '90s with Whiskey Town all the way up to now.
Yeah, for sure.
But he's had like basically, I think he's had. What I'm saying is he's had more music come out in a shorter period of time than a whole lot of artists.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
if you think back at
Well, yeah, he's super prolific. Like that's all he
Yeah.
does is just write and record and write and record, write
Yeah.
and record.
take someone like Springsteen.
Yeah.
He was never putting out a record every year.
No.
You know, but Bryan Adams, he put fucking 3 records out in
Yeah.
2006, and
Yeah.
there's
Well, and he
it's
does
just
stuff
so
that's
much.
well, he just does stuff that interests him too, like the '89 record and like all kinds of stuff. Like
Mhm.
he's just curious. He's just a curious musician, which is I think leads to that kind of prolific writing. Like as long as you're curious about stuff, I don't know. It's just different because that's not to say Springsteen isn't curious or anybody else that
Yeah.
doesn't do it isn't curious. It's just it's curious in a different way, I guess.
Mhm.
Like some people are working on like their voice, like this is who I am and this is what I want my like lyrical and musical legacy to be, and then other people just like Adams are just more like, man, I just want to enjoy as many things as possible and explore as many possible sounds.
Mhm.
And you know, it's 2 different ways to get to it, but I think that's what it comes down to for him. It's just a sense of curiosity that's paid off.
Yeah. Another guy kind of like that was Conor Oberst.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Same dude.
I've
Yeah.
not really listened to any of his new stuff in a while.
I haven't listened to the new record either. I haven't listened to anything since Casadega, actually,
Yeah, really?
which is a long time ago.
That is
yeah.
a long time ago.
I know.
That was like Bright Eyes.
That
quote,
was Bright Eyes
quote,
still. Yeah.
their country record.
yeah.
That's one.
Yeah,
of those
that was
things-
his like alt country record.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Casadega.
I think it's kind of funny is that even to me that's one of those things like everyone gets old and like makes it
and ends up making
makes, like,
alt country.
alt country stuff because he
And
made
some
that
of us have
record-
just jumped the gun and gotten too old.
yeah, it's just we just started out with it.
Yeah.
Because his first couple solo records are all kind of alt country-ish.
Yeah, they have that element. They're also just. I listen to one. This is a good example of like stuff that I can't listen to old music or I can't listen to new music because I went on a road trip I think it was this past May, and I put in the Story is in the Soil, Lifted, Keep Your Ear to the Ground or whatever that record is.
Yeah,
And I hadn't listened to it in years, and immediately was taken back to being like 17 and like just hearing that for the first time and being like, what is this? Like so experimental and like weird soundscapes and songs that end halfway through and all kinds of crazy stuff. And like I had an emotional experience listening to it again as a 30-year-old man, just being like, man, this is wow, I forgot how emotionally connected I am to this thing. I haven't felt this way about anything that I've listened to for the past 5 years. Like
that was one of the ones on my 10 teenager list. And I'll tell you like when I was making that list, I was going through my iTunes trying to, like, okay, that's what I would, okay. Yeah, and I hadn't listened to that record in a long time either. And I was just, going through the song titles and was like, oh, man, I forgot about that song. And honestly, like, how the songs are, they just go on, like, one song ends abruptly and another one begins, that kind of that kind of shit. And the very beginning of that record, and really the beginning of all of his records, did not start out with like a song straight off. It was like a
it's like some weird recording or story or something strange happening.
And I was just thinking like,
which is a cool idea.
It is.
I
was thinking like when I first heard that record, I probably wasn't like musically mature enough to understand like all of the little interesting things about it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a pretty heavy album.
Because, and I did listen to it a fucking shit ton.
Yeah,
and obviously it's to me that's like one of the early Bright Eyes and the National for me are like the most. They put out like the most amount of grower records.
Yeah,
like it would take.
I've never really given the National a chance. I should probably try that.
Yeah, I love the National.
Okay,
I highly suggest. But like it's all those records, like it took time to invest. You had to invest time to really dig and understand what they were trying to say.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know? And what's funny though is I was talking to a friend about this. Was I had put "Lifted" on there, and he said, "Not I'm wide awake. It's morning," and I said, "Another Bright Eyes record."
Yeah,
and
which
I
is
said, "No, like because honestly, like that wouldn't have been genuine. Lifted was because also Lifted had like Lover I Don't Wanna
yeah,
Love, and so strangely, like that was like the most iconic song, and also in the middle of a record that was like kind of hard to digest.
Yeah,
overall,
for sure.
You know,
Yeah,
it's such a weird.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, I think the same thing because I feel like I'm Wide Awake It's Morning was like later on, like
Yeah,
and that's kind of his for me. That's his like peak record. Like that's like the best Connor Oberst ever could do and ever would do. Like that's just it. Like it's the most succinct, the most beautiful. Like that's it. You know, and but I feel like this, Keep Lifted or whatever that would be a good high school record because it's like you're not quite developed enough. Like you're still like working through all these like things, and then you finally get to I'm Wide Awake It's Morning. You're like, oh, okay. Like when you're junior year of college, and you finally hear that, and you're like, oh yes, I have life figured out.
Yeah, I remember listening to I'm Wide Awake It's Morning, like literally in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah,
like,
I listen to it all
like
the time.
As like a 20-year-old. And
same.
Like at 3:00 in the morning, like sitting in my room, just like, man, is there like this is it? Like,
yeah, no, really,
like,
yeah, no. It was that's a
nothing
record
could be
for me that
better.
I'm like that's like a striving for record. Like you just go, I want to write that album someday. Like
Yeah.
even if I know it's a straight up rip off copy of that album, like I want to know that I'm good enough to copy that album because it's just so perfect.
Yeah.
Like, God, it's good.
Yeah, Emmylou Harris is on it.
Oh, everybody's on it. Gillian Welch is on it.
Yeah.
Like, there's all kinds of people on that album.
Jim James isn't he on there?
I think
Like,
Jim
My
James
Morning-
is on it. Yeah. Who else? Oh, I need to look it up.
Yeah, I'm not seeing.
Yeah, there's all kinds of folks on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good one. God, that's a good
Man,
record.
I think what song is it off of there? That he played one of the late night shows. I remember.
Oh, was that when he did When the President Talks to God? Or
Well, that was
no, when he did
that was Leno, but he did another song.
when he did Craig Kilborn or Craig Ferguson, and they destroyed the trumpet at the end.
I don't remember that part, but I remember I can't remember what song it was. But he was like, "This song's dedicated to our president, and at the time it was Bush, and the governor of California for their like creepy fascist agendas." And I can't remember what he said. He said something about like their.
Is it Road to Joy? That's the last song on that album.
I can't remember what they did.
That's the one where he's like, "Let's fuck it up, boys, make some noise," right?
Yeah,
That
okay.
one? Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
I think that's
but
it.
he was like, this song is dedicated to the President of the United States and the Governor of California for their creepy fascist agendas and like biceps or something like that. And it was like, I was just like, oh my God, this is rock and roll, I guess. I don't know. It's so weird. But
O'Connor,
yeah,
the voice of a generation.
I know. Like that's one of those guys where like the
voice of a very angsty generation.
I know. It's the I remember having conversations about this with people because obviously I've always been this kind of like goober when it comes to music. Like, all right,
same.
Who's your Mount Rushmore?
Yeah,
like, and it's all like I remember.
Your friends are just like, I don't know, I just listen to music, man. Like,
well, no, like my friends would be like Connor Oberst, Ryan Adams, Elliott Smith, and I don't know. Like, I don't even know. Elliott Smith, I was really into Elliott Smith.
that was always a good one. I didn't really get into him till later, though. Like, and even then, it was too. I don't know. I think I enjoy more production on things sometimes.
Yeah.
So I think my version of Elliott Smith, like that style, was the Mountain Goats. Did you ever listen to them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I actually
that-
saw him here in Lubbock.
I
one
did
time.
too. We've talked about this. That you and I were at that show at the same
was like
time
at Halloween.
Jake's.
Oh no, this is a different show.
Oh no, I went the first time they ever came to Lubbock. They came to Jake's.
Okay, I wasn't at that show.
Oh, okay, I think the Numerators opened for him. It was a really weird show.
Yeah, I can
And,
imagine.
Like, yeah, John Darnell was like sound checking, and then he just started singing, and I was like, "Who's this guy?" Like, wearing like dad jeans with a polo shirt tucked in. Like, what is going on here? And then they started, and I was just like, oh my God, like
Yeah.
this is the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Like,
Yeah.
what is happening right now?
That's another band who's kind of had like a massive output. of
yeah, for
music.
sure. Yeah.
Um,
But that's straight. That's curiosity. Like
Yeah.
John Darnielle's such a curious writer. Like,
where I saw him play was down the street on, I guess this is Buddy Holly. I guess it was on Texas. This place it was an indie kind of venue. I can't think of the name of it. I saw Midlake play there too.
What?
And some
Here?
other- yeah.
that's another good record.
I can't remember who else. Anyways, but they played on Halloween one year, and who was it who opened? Like Khaki King, I think. That's who opened up.
Okay.
You know, she's like super badass at
Yeah.
guitar and stuff.
That's crazy.
And I think what's so crazy too about like that Mountain Goat show is that I never really before then thought of them as like kind of being like punk rock,
yeah.
and like they played it and it was like punk rock
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
It definitely had that vibe early on. They came up with some stuff later, more recently, that's like definitely more like streamlined and produced and like thought out. That's
Yeah.
really, but it's really beautiful. Like
Mhm.
it's incredible that they're so talented that they can do both things. Like you just go from recording into a tape player into like, okay, we're gonna go to the studio and make this full sounding album that's unbelievably gorgeous and well written. And yeah, they're so good.
Yeah.
I love that band.
I had a friend, his name's Carson, big, tall dude, and he kept on yelling out for them to play this song called Ethiopians, which is like a song that they'd only recorded like one time on like an old Daytrotter session. And it's like, that is such a fucking hipster, pretentious.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't be that guy.
But like, it was like, oh, it's kind of funny because we're 20 years old or something. You know what I mean?
And at the most hipster show ever,
Yeah.
like of the band called the Mountain Goats, they record into a tape player.
Yeah. It's I forgot about that show though. It was so cool though because it was Halloween and
Yeah.
some dude I remember who was kind of like dressed up like Morrissey. He had like the flowers and shit. God.
Oh,
Yeah. All these like Texas country and
20.
Texas music guys are going to be like, I'm going to kick that guy's ass.
yeah, exactly.
He's not one of us.
Yeah.
Like, so
Sorry,
yeah.
should we talk about something like tougher or
yeah.
like oil field related or
Yeah. So did you change your oil?
truck related?
I changed my oil earlier today.
I didn't.
No.
I didn't touch my oil.
Yeah.
I drive an '89 Camry. I don't
What-
drive a pickup truck.
I got a pickup truck.
Oh, see, you're closer than I am. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Got boots on.
I
right
live in the
now.
most hipster neighborhood in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I live like 2 blocks from a coffee shop and a like craft ice cream place and a craft barbecue place. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty much holding
know,
up the hipster end of things.
I could never really do like the coffee shop thing.
What, like work there? Or?
Well, no, like just go and like get a coffee and sit there
Oh, and hang out
and
there?
like just hang out.
Why not?
I don't know. Like I'm just like I could never in school like just bring my laptop and work on it or like bring a book.
Oh man, I couldn't
I
do
can't
it
do any
like
of that
outside
kind
of
of
there.
stuff.
Honestly, I just get if I'm by myself, I can't do it. Like my mind wanders too much. If I'm in a
Mhm.
group of people, I can totally focus and like just
Really?
stick to the plan. Yeah, unless somebody wants to talk, then it's a whole other ball game. But
Yeah.
for the most part, yeah, if I'm by myself, schoolwork's over with. Like it's not happening.
Yeah. See, I just have to be alone. I just in my room, so you just by myself. I can't do like the. Not that I'm in school right now or nothing like that, but like still, like I couldn't ever.
I feel like
imagine.
we've been talking about all these records from when we were like in school that now we're like pretending we're in school right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man. I just don't know about the coffee shop thing. Like,
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's just
Every time I come to Lubbock, though, I feel like that. Like I'm going like back in time. Like Chris or Clint, the drummer that's playing with me tonight, we were coming here, and he's like, "So you went to school here, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Is it nostalgic to come back?" And I was like, "It's a little weird. I come back all the time. Like I come here a
Yeah.
lot, and every time I'm here, I'm like, it is a little strange to be, like, I feel like I want to go do something I would do in college, or, you know, like something that I didn't do in college. You know, like go be brave or something."
yeah.
And not just hide in my room and listen to Bright Eyes.
Yeah. You know, like Sam from Quaker City Nighthawks.
Yeah.
Like he went to school. One time we were talking about this. He went to school here too.
Yeah.
And he said like he would play like J&B acoustic, like
Yeah.
acoustic folk.
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I did too.
And I was like, man, I didn't realize that was,
there's a whole,
or like you guys, or like guys were doing, because really like no one really does that now.
I think Matzler even used to, like Dave Matzler, because
Yeah.
I was going through a box of old CDs a couple of weeks ago, and did I put it? I don't think I put it up on the internet. I think I just sent it to him. But I found this compilation CD that was called like the Lubbock Sound or something.
Really?
And it was like all these songwriters from like when I was in like 2006. So like Philip Coggins is on there, and then who else? This guy named Joe Morrow.
You're gonna have to Dropbox it to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find it. But the songs are all awful. Like it's all like everybody's like first efforts.
Yeah.
But then Dave Matzler is on there too. But there's this picture of him like holding a flower and looking like super cute and like songwritery. And I think I sent a picture of it to him, and he was like, "Don't ever show that to anybody. Don't ever talk about that to anybody." Like so embarrassed. And I was like, "It's all right. Like we all did stuff like that."
Yeah.
You know? Like,
See, today
I think I had a song that was like, "Do you like my haircut?" or something back then. Like just stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Childish things.
Yeah.
But now I'm a man and I've put away childish things.
Today I put out this piece about this. I don't know if you remember it. There's this compilation called Wind Farm. It was like Wind Farm Volume 1. There's not been a Volume 2 since, but it came out like in 2007. It had like First Store Cowboys on it, and like One Wolf and Brown
One
Wagon.
Wolf, God, yes.
Yeah, it had like Waiting to Derail, which
Yeah.
was like Markham's alt country band
Okay.
before One Wolf, and like it had like Amanda Shires on it, like from her first record.
Yeah. And I just song swapped with Daniel Markham the other night.
Really?
At Fred's, yeah. He and I and Jake Palachek all got together and did a song swap, and he played. The last time we did it, I told him, I was like, "Man, I used to go see you when you were in One Wolf back in the day," and he was like, "Oh, was I a jerk to you?" I was like, "No, not at all." He's like, "Oh, okay."
Not
But
always. Is that
not
what you
always,
said?
yeah. But no, he never was. I never said hi to him. Was the thing. Like I just thought they were the coolest thing ever, and I'd go
Yeah.
see him play when I was here. And then, but this last time we played together, he I don't know why he did it, but he broke out like one of the One Wolf songs. When I think about the things you said, I want to put an ice pick through your head. That song.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yes, this is the greatest thing ever. Like,
Yeah.
thank you for playing this song.
See, I remember I remember some of my favorite shows were, like One Wolf, Thrift Store Cowboy, Bills,
Yeah.
or like Esseline. Did you ever listen to Esseline?
Esseline, yes.
Like Kenny
that
Harris?
Yeah. I did. Oh, Kenny Harris was one of the ones on the compilation thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that guy. Golly.
Yeah, he's
Is he
moved
still
down,
around?
Well, he moved down to Austin for a while, and then he moved back up here. And I think like last time I talked to him, he was working on like a record or an EP.
Huh. That's cool.
Something,
That's
so-
good. He was really good.
Yeah, when that record came out, that self-titled one,
Yeah.
he had already had like 20 or more songs ready to go.
Yeah.
And I guess like it was one of those things where I'm gonna move down to Austin and try and do something down there, and then like it just never did. But then like he just had he has all these songs in the can.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't know if
Huh.
necessarily if anything's recorded, but
I'm thinking of another guy now. Eli. Oh, I can't. Not Eli Young. Oh, never mind. There was another dude that was up here at the same time that was like on Kenny Paul Harris's level. Like they were both like
yeah.
the next big thing to come out of Lubbock back then, and then nothing ever. Like it
Yeah.
just kind of.
Oh, you're probably thinking of like Levi Smith.
Levi Smith. That's who
Yeah.
I'm thinking of. Yeah, that guy. God, he was good.
Yeah.
Man, whatever happened to him? Is he
I
still
don't-
playing? Do you know anything about him?
No.
I don't know
like,
anything about him. I know Justin Lentz probably might.
Yeah, because him and Micah used to.
Yeah, they
play.
used to play with him all the time.
From what I got is like I guess like there was a couple of records done that are not necessarily like on iTunes or anything like that.
Huh.
I know like I found one on Amazon, and like somebody was like trying
Are
to
you serious?
sell it for like $50, and I was like, like
No way.
no.
It's
don't
good
think
stuff
so.
though. Levi was really good. Like,
Yeah.
man, he had a good voice. He could play guitar like a crazy person.
Well, like they did like record like a really like a record that was supposed to be like a big one,
yeah.
and like it just never came out.
Huh. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like, to me, what's so strange
crazy.
is that like 10 years ago, basically a completely different scene.
Oh,
And, like,
yeah,
it's just
for
kind
sure.
It's just kind of not necessarily like washed away or like, but it's just been changed over.
Yeah, it's totally different now. Like, you don't hear about people that are playing that kind of, because they weren't playing Texas country stuff.
No,
They weren't playing anything that resembled what's coming out of here now back then. And those dudes were big. Like, I remember Levi was like the jam up here.
Yeah.
And I mean, I never, once again, like, if I could go back to college and do that all over again, I would go out to more shows and see stuff. But
yeah,
I was a timid person, so I didn't do it.
yeah.
But, I mean, I imagined that they were like, everything that I heard about them was that they were just like everything to everybody up here. And then 10 years later, like, nobody really plays that kind of music up here anymore. You know, I mean, I guess they do, but they're not, you know, the big name in town or whatever. So,
well, I mean, like, take like a band like Three-Star Cowboys, right?
Yeah,
I think like one of the big things about if they were like the spearhead of that time, you know, because like it was all like alt country stuff.
For sure.
They were, in my opinion, more influenced by like records that they got at the record store.
Yeah, for sure.
College radio.
Yeah.
Than
they were
anything from like Texas.
Yeah. Well,
like,
they were
even like,
they were big outside of Lubbock. Like, they weren't even big just here, you know.
Yeah.
So surely they had lots of influences and lots of you know, input going on.
You know, like basically like Whiskey Town, old 97s, Corey Brandon, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But if you think about it now, like nobody really playing now is doing that kind of stuff, except for the old 97s because they're still
for
playing
sure
everything. Another person on that wind farm was Charlie Shafter.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and that's one of the things too. I wrote about was like how really like Charlie Shafter, Amanda Shires, Markham, and Anthony Garcia. I don't know if you know him.
I don't know Anthony,
but like he has like a band now called Outlier.
Okay,
and it's like they're really fucking good. It has like fiddle, and he plays like piano and guitar and shit like that, and it's very, in ways like very like spaghetti western, but also very like they can do some like real classical kind of sound.
Awesome. Okay.
They put out a record called Public Domain last year, and it's just basically public, like, you know, traditional songs that are like old. I think like what basically on there was a couple of originals, some western swing stuff like Bob Wills kind of shit, some Irish traditional kind of stuff, and some like Mexican mariachi, Spanish stuff.
That's awesome.
And it blends so well, but it's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
But like basically, I guess like the big point was like, other than those four people, no one else is really doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like Shafter's still obviously going under his name.
Yeah.
And Amanda is, but like even Markham morphed from two bands into just doing his own stuff, you know?
Yeah. And his own stuff is totally different now than what, you know, I would have ever imagined it becoming. Like, and the crazy thing is when I started playing music in DFW was that he was known and had stuff out, and I had no idea that it was the same person that I used to listen to up here for a long time. And then I finally, I don't remember how it came together, but I finally realized, like, oh, that's the guy from One Wolf. Like, how did I not figure this out? But sonically, I would have never figured it out because it's not the same at all. You know, what he's doing now is totally different, and I don't know, in some ways more interesting. Yeah, you know,
but
it's matured and developed.
If you look back at like "Waiting to Derail," which is named after a Whiskey Town song, it's like straight up like alt country, like that style, and that's one of those things where, if you were told that, you just be like, "What? There's no way, no."
Yeah,
but like it was good, but like also, I always say, what he's doing now is obviously a little bit more creative on his end,
for sure.
You know, not as like that Waiting to Derail record's not bad, but you can obviously be like, it's a little paint by the numbers kind of stuff.
Yeah,
not as creative.
Well, yeah, but it's all early effort stuff though. Like so much of that stuff that we're talking about from like 2006 or 2004 to 2008 period is like there were so many people that were starting at that point, and I know that I was just a listener at that point and watching them start, and so I thought everything was the coolest stuff I've ever heard. And then not realizing who the Thrift Store Cowboys were, who Amanda Shires really necessarily was back then until now. And they've all been working on it so hard for so long and achieved such levels of, like, I don't know, notoriety, I suppose, that now you listen to what they're doing now and you go, oh, that's that same person that I remember hearing that back then. And you go back and listen to that and you go, wow, they've really grown a lot. Like, so yeah, it's cool. I think that's a cool thing that there are those people that have kind of moved on and kind of grown and still do it, like, I don't know. So many people fell off the map.
Well, I mean, like, obviously,
well, that's just music in general.
Right? Yeah, it's like the whole, like, what happened to that band. We can go back to the high school band and talk about that.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I know, like, I don't know if you know JR. He was a radio DJ here in Lubbock, but then he moved down to College Station, and I guess probably like 2 weeks ago, he on Facebook asked, like, what are your favorite bands who have broke up in, like, the last 10 years that are from Texas? And he was meaning, like, Texas country kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I said a couple of bands, and I was like, now can we list, like, the ones that we wish would? And, like, just...
Did y'all do it?
No, I don't think like anyone
See,
has.
why is that? That's so against the rules, and I don't know why that's so against the rules. There's no outlet for anybody to be really honest.
No,
is the problem these days.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
I just see so much stuff where it's like,
unless you're hanging out somewhere with Charlie Stout, then the honesty is all that's required. But
it's like, yeah, Charlie, can you dial it back just a little bit sometime? But I just find, like, where it's any kind of criticism is like you're just hating on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I didn't say, like, your song sucks because you as a person sucks. The reason I don't think this song's good or it could be better is because of this, and this.
For sure.
And you're acting like I'm saying.
Well, that's everything in our culture, though. Like, you have time for a story?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's an NPR station in DFW. And their playlist is okay. Like, it's pretty good. I like their playlist. It's all right. But they don't play, like, a whole lot of local stuff. Like, they just play, like, 5 to 10 tracks of the same people all the time, which is fine. It's whatever. I'm not criticizing. Like, that's the whole point of the story, is that I'm not criticizing them, right? Yeah. So the other day, though, the program manager from the station posted that it's time. She said something like, "It's time for DFWs to step up and represent your scene by submitting your music to the Tiny Desk concert series, the video thing on YouTube or whatever." And I just innocently commented on her post, like, it would really the thing that would actually help us is if our names were on your playlist, because that playlist gets picked up by other NPR stations. So, like, just telling us to submit to this other contest is just it's not helping anybody. Like, it'd be better if you just put our name on your playlist once or twice, right? And man, the hatred, like, I mean, there was one guy in particular that was just like, "Why are you hating KXT, man? I bet you don't even go to shows. I don't even know who you are. Like, I bet you don't even listen to music." Like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm not criticizing the station. Like, hold on, everybody. I'm just offering a suggestion that might make this better for everybody.
Yeah.
But that's the society we live in, whereas, like, if you tell somebody, like, "Hey, I like what you're doing. This could be better." Like, it instantly becomes, "So, man, screw you. Like, why are you hating on that band or whatever?" And it's like, I'm not hating on them. I just don't like this thing about what they're doing. Like, it's just my opinion. Like,
what's funny about that story is, like, you saying, "Hey, this could help." I don't even know who you are, and that's kind of like the entire point. Of,
I know that I was like, dude. I even said at one point, I commented back and was like, "Man, you just proved my point. Like, you literally, like, I'm not even going to talk to you about, like, how much I play music in Dallas and Fort Worth. Like, you just proved my point that you don't know." And that's arrogant. That sounds really arrogant, but it's true. Like, you don't know who I am. Like, I play all over the place. Like.
And if, like, they played your song and put you on that list, he would
he would immediately be like, "Oh man, I'm that dude's biggest fan. Like, he's on KXT. I go to all of his shows." Yeah, But it just but the point of that story is not necessarily the NPR thing. It's more that this culture that we live in, where your opinion's not allowed. Like, and I feel, oh man, I'm about to go off on the deep end. I better stop myself here. it's just kind of scary that opinions aren't allowed, like one way or the other. Like whether it's it is, you either have to just love something or shut up.
Yeah.
Like, and those are your only two options anymore.
Yeah. Well,
and it becomes, because if not, the way we tell everybody things is on the internet, and the internet is such a lynch mob. Like, I mean, they just go after whoever they don't agree with, and it's just like, well, I'm not going to say anything about this because I don't want to have to deal with all these people for the next 48 hours blowing up my phone and like threatening my life just because I don't like such and such a band.
Well, not only that, but like on the internet, people say things that they would never say to somebody
in sure.
person.
Yeah.
And like that's the problem. That's like one of the massive problems is that you would never really say that to their face.
Like, here's a joke. It's just a joke.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you, man? You're the worst piece of crap that's ever. I hope you die. Like, it's just like, it's a joke. Like, it's calm down. Like, it's a joke. Like, I don't understand the overreaction to all this stuff. Like, it's just mind boggling.
Yeah. Well,
same thing's happening to Josh Weathers right now too. Like, I mean, and people that were like upset that he played at the inauguration. Like today, the Facebook on Fort Worth is just like going insane about like just hating on people. Like the one dude, literally a musician in Fort Worth, literally tagged a bunch of women today and was like, "Come over to my house and I'll beat your teeth in while you try to spew your liberal vomit at me." Like, just because they posted something like, "I can't believe Josh Weathers played at the inauguration."
Yeah.
Well, who cares what they think about Josh Weathers playing at the inauguration? Like, okay, whether you agree with or disagree, it doesn't matter. Like, why the like such violent reactions to everything?
Yeah.
Like, calm down.
My opinion on the Josh Weathers thing is, one, like, I don't like Trump at all. I mean, I'll go and say that.
Yeah.
And I'm very anti-Trump. But at the same time, I think that somebody like Josh Weathers doesn't have the same luxury as a Springsteen does, right?
For sure.
Springsteen can say no to the president.
Yeah.
And you know what? In 4 years, if somebody else is elected, he may go to play.
For sure.
He may say, yeah. This is like one of those, like, how many times is Josh Weathers going to be asked to play for the president?
Yeah, for sure.
And even if you disagree with the politics, what I said is, like, you're playing for the position.
Yeah, playing for the office, not the person. Yeah, for sure.
And so, and that's
which,
another thing.
Which is a totally rational standpoint. Like, that totally makes sense. But you would get lumped into immediately, like, oh, so you support Donald Trump, and like, all the people that disagree with you would immediately just jump all over you. And it's like, I was just trying to have a rational conversation here.
Well, I mean, like, and in 20 years, 30 years, Josh is going to be able to say, I played for the president, and it's not really going to matter if
it doesn't matter,
Trump or if it was whoever. Which I think is just like,
it's insane.
Plus, also, like, I think like one of the big problems is that we all just live in our own echo chambers, our own little bubbles, right? And so it's like, I find it so funny too. Like, I'm gonna protest the president by, just like avoiding him at all costs instead of like,
like instead of just yelling at some random person that has nothing to do with anything. Like, I just want to engage with it. Like, how hard is that?
I mean, like, I don't know. That's the one thing. Like, I wish that, like, I don't know. We'll end it
don't
here.
be afraid. No. Don't be afraid. No, express an opinion, Tom.
Okay, what I was going to say.
Come on, be brave.
I don't know if the reason why I didn't. It's not necessarily an opinion. I just didn't know if I was going to be right about this.
But it doesn't matter. It's just an opinion. Like, you don't have to be right about everything.
Okay,
like, that's the thing. Everybody's like, "Oh, I'm right," and everything I say has to be right. No, you can be wrong. Like, you're big enough. You contain multitudes.
Most, like, 99% of the time, I always think, no, like, today is better than it was back in the 60s or the 70s, but like in the one point, I wish like there was a little bit more, I guess, politeness out in the world,
for sure.
And now I'm sure like there was a lot of like non-politeness during the 60s as well.
For sure.
I mean,
But
like for the most part,
I think we're
like,
idealizing the past, but I get you.
But you know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. Yeah,
I just think like, was everyone a little bit more polite back in the day?
I don't know. I mean, you like to imagine so, and my big thing is I worry about like what causes, like what's the cause of all this like angst that everybody's all caught up in. Like,
They didn't
I mean, I
listen
have
to
people that I
Bright
can't.
Eyes
I,
as
yeah,
teenagers,
exactly.
that's
Yeah,
what it
and they're not
was.
like mellow and chill dudes like us. I just don't. I always. I've been struggling with like the cause for that for a long time, like the cause of that fear and everybody that seems to be all around us all the time now. Like, and it's all anybody talks about. Like,
I honestly think it's
I mean,
the,
we're talking about it right now.
it's the
like,
echo chamber.
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
On Facebook, you know what? I'm gonna only. Honestly, a big part of it I think is the echo chamber of social media, the internet in general,
Yeah.
and like we don't consume news the same way that
No.
like our parents used to.
Yeah.
Like our parents, when they grew up, there was 3 channels,
Yeah.
right? So you had to be a little bit more straight down the line when
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
telling
you-
the news.
yeah.
And now it's like, well, you know what? I don't like that opinion. I'm
Yeah.
going to go watch MSNBC because I agree with that.
Yeah.
Or, you know what? I don't agree with that opinion. I'm going to go watch Fox News because
Yeah.
that's what and they're just telling you what you want to hear.
Absolutely.
Versus what's probably a more straight line on the news. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so
Yeah.
we're, like, you're buying into the fear that they're feeding you.
Yeah, for sure.
Not to go in all conspiracy theory. But
No, I
kinda like-
agree. I agree. I think the thing that I think about it all is, we buy into it, but I think we buy into it because we haven't evolved enough mentally to be able to handle this technology because it moves so much faster than it ever has before.
Yeah.
And it's advanced so much quicker, and our minds just can't handle it. And so we're breaking down into this like tribal stuff and like rebuilding it all from the ground up. Like, how do we interact with other humans now?
Yeah.
That we can do this other sort of interaction that we've never been able to do before. And so I said it's like a hopeful thing, like that hopefully at some point we'll evolve in the right way mentally to be able to cope with all of it, because I don't think we're mentally capable of coping with it all right now. Like,
Yeah. Does that make sense?
you know, with the amount of choice and the amount of options, like, I don't think our brains can handle it. It is honestly what's happening, and everybody's just like glitching out, like just the hardwiring's just frying.
Yeah.
And you know, the screen's just kind of you
Yeah.
know, in front of everybody's eyes, and nobody knows
Westworld.
exactly. Yeah, Westworld, man. We were talking about that on the way up here.
Yeah. Did
So-
you watch all the way through?
No, but Clint said that we were talking about because we were talking about politics on the way up here, like,
Yeah.
and it became a conversation about Westworld, and like, yeah, that, you know, people are programmed or whatever, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's,
See,
it's all craziness. It's all just nuts.
as far as politics go, I try and avoid politics on stuff like this just because it'll turn off so many people.
Yeah.
But I feel like one of the rare people who is not like afraid to talk about politics either.
Yeah, for
'Cause
sure.
I think like a lot of people are just like, don't talk about religion, politics,
Yeah.
and money, or, you know, shit like that.
But you have to approach
But-
it with an open mind, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing, is if you can approach politics with an open mind and religion, all that stuff, then okay, then you can have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
But it's when you do this like closed off tribal stuff that it's not going to get anybody anywhere. You're just going to shut somebody else off, you know?
Yeah.
Like I just did to you.
No. You know, it's I don't know. It's just one of the,
Sorry.
no, but you know what I mean, though. It's like,
Yeah.
and I think like, I always see on Facebook a lot of people being like just tired of politics. Like,
Yeah.
why do we have to? There's so much negativity.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada, and a lot of times I'm just like, well, I mean, like, politics is important. I mean, it's
Yeah,
part
for
of, like-
sure. I don't think they're tired with politics. I think they're tired with the way it's discussed.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the,
I'm sure
that's the
that
problem.
is definitely
Like,
part of that. But like, I think like just talking about important issues is
yeah.
like it's important. It's
Yeah,
healthy.
Absolutely.
But like, I would say like probably talking to people about politics and whatnot
yeah.
in person is a lot better than just tweeting about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I
At
agree.
coffee shops,
Yeah.
bars, and stuff like that. What are they called?
So my political opinion on Josh
yeah.
Weathers, just to end this,
yeah, go with it.
is my opinion was, so does this mean that people will stop asking us when we're going to go on The Voice and now start asking us when we're going to play the inauguration? Like, that's like the new like thing to do as like a local musician now, is like, oh, because local musicians, you're constantly asked when have you ever thought about going on The Voice? And now, thank God, it'll be something different into like,
Yeah.
so are you going to play the inauguration next time?
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah, it's a new goal for local musicians.
Yeah.
So, or for fans of local musicians to ask us about. So, that's the end of my opinion on it.
I hear you. Well, you want to go get another beer?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Okay.
Well, it was fun.
Thanks,
talking about
Tom.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, thank you as well.